वेलकम बैक। भारतीय बाजारों में एक अच्छा खासा मोमेंटम देखने को मिल रहा है। अब 90.2 पर आपको निफ्टी दिखाई देगा और निफ्टी बैंक 60 पॉइंट की बढ़त पर कारोबार करता हुआ। मिड कैप इंडेक्स 400 पॉइंट के गेंस दिखा रहा है। खरीदारी आज कह सकते हैं चौतरफा है। लेकिन अब फोकस करते हैं आउटलुक 2024 पर। नया साल क्या लेकर आएगा, आज बात कर रहे हैं एक हाल ही में लिस्ट हुई कंपनी टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज की। ध्यान रहे, 2 दशकों के इंतजार के बाद टाटा ग्रुप की एक कंपनी ने एक धमाकेदार आईपीओ लाया और रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकिंग परफॉर्मेंस रहा है। 500 रुपए का इशू प्राइस वाला ये शेयर लिस्टिंग के दिन ही इसने निवेशकों के पैसे डबल किए। आज 1200 के आसपास कारोबार कर रहा है। लिस्टिंग पर धमाल मचाने के बाद अब आने वाले साल में क्या प्लान है, क्या है आउटलुक, इस सब पर बात करने के लिए मेरे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज के एमडी एंड सीईओ Warren Harris. Warren, thank you for taking time out for CNBC Awaaz. I'm sure 2023 will always remain a special year because that's the year you debuted in the stock market and what a run the stock has seen. But I'd like to ask you, what are you expecting from 2024 as well?
Well, first and foremost, thank you for your interest in our company. We're obviously delighted with the way that 2023 has gone. It's been a very strong year for us in terms of business performance, and that business performance, I think, has informed the reaction of the financial markets when we completed the listing on November 30th. You know, we're looking to continue and maintain the momentum that we've established as we end 2023, and we're looking for a strong start to 2024. There's a significant amount of tailwinds around the sector, you know, as evidenced by the performance of not just Tata Technologies but our peers, and we're certainly looking to capitalize upon that as we build out our value proposition, not just for now, but in the medium and long term.
Warren, if you could give me an understanding as to the space that you cater to, primarily your clients are from the automotive industry, and we've seen a significant shift amongst your clients in 23 towards electric vehicles and, of course, connected mobility. What kind of investments are these key clients likely to undertake in 24?
Well, we believe that we're at the beginning of what is a once in a generation change. Certainly within the automotive industry, the industry is not only pivoting away from internal combustion engines to alternative propulsion systems, and specifically electrification. It's also embracing connected services. It's also moving to various forms of autonomous driving, and there's a big push towards shared mobility solutions. And many of the traditional OEMs who have enjoyed very protected positions in the market are all of a sudden being challenged by new energy vehicle companies, and what that's stimulating is a significant amount of demand for engineering services, and that's why I think the industry is such an exciting space for us to be in at the moment. You know, we don't anticipate that the inflection point that we're going through is going to dissipate anytime soon. As I said before, we think we're at the beginning of this transformation that will define the way in which the world moves in the future.
Since you say you're at the beginning of the cycle and investments are going to continue from clients, do you have visibility on how the budgets are likely to improve? What are the Capex that these clients are likely to undertake, and what could it mean for you when you look at, you know, bagging more and more orders?
Well, we see no compromise in Capex in the automotive industry. You know, somewhat counterintuitively, even when the industry slows in terms of sales, the ER&D budgets are typically protected, because the investments that our customers are making today are informing products that will be introduced and will define the competitive position of our customers in 3 and 4 years' time. So what we see with our customers is that when there is a plateauing in terms of growth in terms of sales, or even when there is a downturn in terms of sales, we see discretionary spend being compromised, but we do not see spend in terms of new products being held back or undermined. So, we see strong demand across the board, not just in automotive, and we certainly expect that to continue in the years to come.
You say the demand is likely to stay strong in 24 and the years to come. I want to ask you a very pointed question on your Vietnamese client, Winfast. There were reports indicating that they are seeing some pressure in their business. Has that impacted you at all? Can you give us a status as to how that company is faring?
Well, I think if you look at the trajectory and the life cycle that Winfast are going through, this is a company that started in 2016. They launched 2 internal combustion engine vehicles for the Vietnamese market in 2018 and 2019 off of the IP that they licensed from BMW. They then made the pivot to electric vehicles. They have developed 4 electric vehicles, 2 of which Tata Technologies have developed from concept all the way through the launch of those vehicles. We've also been responsible for the development of the entire electrical and connected services architecture that has underpinned all 4 vehicles. We expect that company to focus upon building product in the near term and building a profile for the Winfast brand, not just in Vietnam, but in the federal markets in the United States and also in Europe. So we see that there will be a decline in business that we have been supporting at Winfast in the next 6, 9, perhaps 12 months. But one of the things that gives us confidence about that relationship medium to longer term is that Winfast have already broken ground on manufacturing capacity in the United States. In order to be able to satisfy that manufacturing capacity when it comes online, they will need new products. And we think that we have distinguished ourselves in terms of the work that we've done for Winfast, and we expect that relationship to continue to be important for both companies.
But thanks for pointing out that this next 6 to 9 months, there could be pressure. Since we are talking about clients, Tata Group is your biggest client. The maximum amount of work is that what you do for Tata Group and Tata Motors, JLR per se. How is the order pipeline looking for clients beyond the Tata Group?
Yeah, we've been working very hard to mine our existing customers and to increasingly secure a higher percentage of the outsource spend with customers that we work with for a long time. But we're also adding a number of new customers quarter on quarter and year on year. And if you look at the number of $1 million customers that we are supporting, 3 years ago it was 28. This 2 years ago it was 33, and this last year it was 38 companies. And I think that's a testament to the hunting capabilities that we've invested in and the value proposition that we represent. And our plan going forward will be to disproportionately focus upon driving growth within that broader client base that we've established.
So I'm hoping next time we speak to you, we'll have a lot more to talk about beyond Tata Group client, beyond the Tata Group order book. But I'm certain many people have asked you this question, and soon you're going to be tired of answering it, but I'd like to get your take on it again. What distinguishes you from Tata Elxsi is a question that many people had asked you during the IPO as well. And more importantly, I'd like to know what would keep you ahead of KPIT Tech, because KPIT Tech in the recent past has been bagging many orders in the space that you are active as well in.
Yeah, it's a great question, and we have tremendous respect for the companies that you've referenced. But one of the things that really distinguishes Tata Technologies is our ability to be able to undertake the responsibility for a complete product, and specifically an electric vehicle. We have capabilities that extend from working with our customers in their styling studios, all the way through concept engineering, detailed engineering of not just the mechanical product, but the software product, the integration of the work that's done in the detailed engineering areas, test and validation, advanced manufacturing, and all the way through manufacturing and launch. And that end-to-end proposition, typically positions us to compete with the European engineering service providers and the North American engineering service providers, not the Indian engineering service providers. The Indian engineering service providers typically are focused upon a discrete component of the product development value chain. With KPIT and Alexi, they're focused predominantly on embedded electronics and software. We do that, but we also have the ability to be able to integrate that within the work that we undertake to deliver a complete turnkey program for a customer that we work with. And what that means when we're undertaking that type of work is that we can't just be an India out company.
Correct.
We have to be very much a global organization. We have a balanced onshore, offshore proposition, because when you are given the responsibility to develop a complete vehicle, you have to work with the stakeholders throughout the organization that is positioning the work for you. So we have teams of people onshore that work with the stylists, they work with supply chain organizations, they work with the manufacturing organizations to be able to leverage what the OEM has invested in order for us to be able to fulfill the responsibilities that we've been given.
Thank you. Thank you for taking time out, Warren Harris, for us. Wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and talk to you soon once the company's results are out as well. तो टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज आउटलुक आपने सुना. ऑफ कोर्स कंपटीशन अच्छा खासा इनके सामने है, लेकिन कंपनी बड़े बड़े क्लाइंट्स और टाटा ग्रुप के बियॉन्ड ज़्यादा क्लाइंट्स बैक करने पर फोकस कर रही है. स्टॉक आज 1218 के आसपास लगभग 1% ऊपर है, लेकिन मार्केट में अच्छी खासी तेजी और रौनक भी देखने को मिल रही है. 400 पॉइंट ऊपर मिड कैप इंडेक्स और निफ्टी 50 अब सौंप देते हैं इसी तेजी के साथ. पूरे एक्शन को नीरज जी के हवाले. 21,350